Hi, everyone. I've got the most phenomenal guest today. I'm so excited. We actually just recently met. I've heard all about her. I've seen pictures of her for a long time, and I thought she was so beautiful. And the great part about it is that she's beautiful on the inside. As I've gotten to know her, that's to me, that's the best part, is when you're beautiful on the inside, you're much more beautiful on the outside. So I want to introduce to you Anolan. I don't know how to pronounce your last name, Anolan. So Dragitsch. I hope I did that correctly.
That's very close. It's like drag and itch. Dragitsch.
Dragitsch. Okay, thank you so much. So I want to introduce her to you. She's got a story to tell. I'm really, really happy she's here today because it's going to be very inspirational for you and very encouraging. So, Anolan, will you please let the audience know, first of all, if you can give us a greeting and let us know, what do you do?
What do I do? Well, that's like a very simple question. I do what I love in a big scope of everything. I do what I love, but my background is PR, marketing, advertising, television production, and real estate. So, I am a TV host and just became a realtor in California. I used to do real estate in South Florida. And I do a lot of marketing. I launched a Lux World, which is my brand, Lux World. And I aired in 25 countries in Latin America without trying. And that's how I showcased the property. And I discovered it's about the people and the cultures. And because people don't buy real estate, they buy a lifestyle. So skincare is part of your lifestyle because everything goes through the visuals, through the eye. Everything comes in through your eye. So I'm very much into branding and marketing and creating content. I'm also a content creator, ambassador, and I'm here in beautiful Beverly Hills, California.
Well, that is a mouthful. I have to tell you, she does so much. And on top of that, you would definitely be, because my husband is a realtor and he's been a realtor for 39 years. And of course, not because he's my husband, I would buy from him in 2 seconds because he's got integrity. He's amazing. He knows everything about everything. And if I were looking anywhere else in the country or outside of the country, as you just said, 25 different countries that you market to, I would absolutely go to you because she's just, again, a world of knowledge, and you've got so much passion for it. And, every property is really showcased so beautifully. And her marketing expertise is incredible. So you do such a great job. And on top of that, like, she really has time with everything she just explained. She owns the most beautiful horse called Jake. And Jake
Hollywood
has even
Jake.
done
Hollywood Jake.
What's that?
His name is Hollywood. I called him Hollywood Jake, and I'll say a quick why he's named Hollywood Jake. His name was Jake already. He was given to me as a gift. And it was at the same time I got a TV contract for China, and the show is called Hello Hollywood. So I used him on my promotional spots, and he would listen to me and look at the camera and nod his head. And that's why I called him Hollywood Jake.
Oh my gosh, first of all, that's so beyond adorable. And he's a gorgeous horse. I haven't seen him in person, just on, your Instagram. And he's a gorgeous horse, and they're so fun together. They're definitely partners in life. And as a matter of fact, Nolan said that her horse is like, has the utmost importance to her, like on top of the list.
Yes. It's very therapeutic. And he arrived in LA the day of the Oscars to Sunset Ranch, right by the Hollywood sign. And then I was doing some PR, and I discovered Saddle Rock Ranch. And they said, just bring your contact. You can board your horse here. So I'm very lucky and fortunate. Like, I know I'm supposed to have him. Jake had free boarding for 2 years.
Wow.
Like, he lives in 10 acres in a 1,000-acre property. Like, he's living large. His property is larger than my property.
That's hysterical. Well, both of them, it looks like both of them live large with everything that they do. But I know they're very happy campers together. So I'd like to meet him. I'm not kidding because
No,
he's
yeah,
so
absolutely.
beautiful.
Yes.
I would love that. So tell us, you told me a story, and I thought that this was so interesting because, as we get to know people, we ask more questions. So Anolan was telling me a story about her life way before Lux World and way before Hollywood Jake. And, it was very inspiring for me because that's what our show, Anolan, is all about, as you know, is encouraging people and, kind of rising from the ashes, if you've been in the ashes, to being in a very positive place and inspiring others to hopefully do that. So could you tell us the story that you told me?
Yes. I had a very breakthrough experience, transformational. The most difficult thing that I've ever experienced when I was 24 years old. And I lost 30 pounds in 10 days because I could not eat or speak or I couldn't function. I couldn't mentally process what was happening in my reality. It was surreal. So I just broke down and I couldn't function. And what happened was the three things happened in 3 days. The first day, my older brother that was 11 months older than me passed away. So that was my first experience with death. The next day, my grandmother passed away. She was very close to me. She was like my mom. She spoiled me, and I learned, she was like a mother to me, my dear grandmother. She wanted to be with my brother. And then the third day, my parents physically separated because they were already divorced. So that was really hard I couldn't sleep. I just, I was like a zombie. So my mom, we always had a family therapist. She took me to like 5 psychologists. I finally snapped out of it when one very famous therapist said, people have problems because they can't answer 3 questions. The biggest one is, what do you want? That's numero uno. What do you want? Number 2 is like, what do you need? And what do you make yourself responsible for? So when he said that, I came back to life and I got it. Different things resonate different with different people. So when he said that, I'm like, oh my God, I'm alive. What do I want? So when challenging things happen, I do not like lose a second because I already lost 10 days of my life by just shutting down and being alive, but like not functioning. So when,
Well,
life does throw you curveballs and lemons, and you just have to decide those 3 things, and it makes it really easy. The first thing I say is like, oh my God, I'm alive. I love me and I love the whole world. What do I want?
well, I have to tell you that you're very blessed because a lot of people don't get, to have that therapist that you had, or somebody else to mentor them, or maybe they don't have faith, which to me is the most important thing, to say, God, what do you want me to do? Whatever the case may be, you had that.
Yes.
And it literally transformed your entire life and brought you to this place that you're at now. So I think those 3 questions again are really important for all of us to ask ourselves. And Nolan lives an incredible life now because she chooses to. She chooses to be very positive. Now, we're not Pollyanna here, and we're not saying that things don't happen. They do. And we're experiencing that in our world now. Our world is scarier than it's ever been, and we're trying to maneuver our way through it. But with that, there are choices that we need to make. And again, the gratefulness that you just expressed, I'm alive.
Yeah, that's the first thing. Even when bad things happen or things that you didn't expect, you have to be grateful that, life is a gift. I'm alive. So that's already, it changes the perspective because you don't want to go down that black hole. But I've always been very positive, and I've had very many challenging situations in my life, but I choose to be happy and grateful that I'm alive. Because I've experienced death a lot. And I'm very cautious of everything I do in my life every day. I mean, I think about death every day. I think that's why I'm so happy.
Well, it's incredible. I also lost my brother too. So believe me, my heart goes out to you in a huge way because there's not one day I don't miss him. And you were also telling me that during this time of, us having to shut down our businesses for a while and so forth over these last couple of years and kind of reinvent the ways we do things, that you also put on a few pounds. A lot of us have done this during that time.
Oh, yes.
And what did you do to immediately kind of shake yourself and go, wait a minute, this is not me, this is not what I want, this is not who I am? What did you do to take care of that?
Well, when COVID came, you know, one thing that I did was I started walking every day. I have a very dear friend and I thank her. She is 76 years young and she walks 14 miles a day. And she got me walking every day. First we started with 3 miles, 4 miles, 5, up to 10. And when it was 8 miles, I'm like, Maggie, my feet are burning. She was like, oh, just put cold water on them. So we would wake up literally every day, 6:30, and just walk every day. So we did that from like March through October. And then I discovered Plate Fit. Plate Fit is a studio with a power plate. It's a medical device and it's a 27-minute intense full body workout equivalent to an hour and a half. It has so many benefits: lymphatic drainage, your skin is glowing from all the sweat you're sweating, and it's a super challenging 27 minutes. It's like you do weights, you do jumping jacks, you do a lot of things, and it's just half an hour. So I'm like, oh my God, I love that. So I did that for a year because COVID was so many more months. And I have my sessions of how many classes I've taken, and I think I'm up to 401. It's about a year. It was like September of last year is when I started.
Well, first of all,
So
that sounds incredible. I would love to have a class like that here because I would do it. Anything I'm a person that likes immediate results. So
yeah,
I want to do something that's 27 minutes
yeah,
versus
it's
an
just
hour
half
and a
an
half
hour, and I did
also.
it every day. I would get up, classes at 6:30. I thought of it like, hey, this is like brushing my teeth, and they're open. Yes, we have to wear a mask. We're in a garage outdoors, but now we're indoors. But it was just like I just looked at it. This is part of my routine now. I did, and it wasn't so much I got to lose the weight, and they actually did a before and after. I'll have to show you that. It was like it was for my mental well-being to be with like 10 other people in the room spaced out exercising. It brought some like normalcy and connection and human connection because I'm a people person. I don't want to work out by myself. And if I do, I'll put my headphones on and go somewhere where everybody's doing something else.
Well, you again, earlier on in life, you turned lemons into lemonade. You did that again because you saw that something was facing you. You went, uh-oh, because I've had those times in my life also where I gained about 30 pounds and I went, oh my gosh. Now, for all of you out there, it's a different story. You may have extra weight. It might be great. It's not because we want to be skinny and so forth and so on. It's not imperative, but everybody's got their own way of wanting to look and wanting to be. And so my comfort level is, I like to be at a certain weight and so forth. And again, everybody's different. And that's why we embrace everything. So nothing is right. It's just healthy is
Yes.
really the key. It's not about being the most gorgeous person or the most, skinny person. It's about being healthy. And if you can move, if you can, which we pray that you can, to get up and do something. And if it's not what Anolan is speaking about, the plate class or the walking 14 miles a day, which is amazing. If that's not you, find something that's you. For
Yeah,
me,
I
it's
still walk
dancing.
once a week. I do 10 miles and I try to do 5 every day, if not 3, but I keep
It's
track of how many miles I do, how many miles I walk because it feels good. And I noticed the weight coming off. I mean, I once lived in London for 4 months, did not have a gym membership, did not go to an exercise class, ate all the food, and I lost like 10 pounds every month. Like I was like, okay, I keep eating and I'm losing weight, but it's all the walking I did. I walked everywhere.
And walking is not only great for those purposes, but it's such great endorphins. It just makes you feel good and healthy and oh, I'm getting air and it feels wonderful.
Right.
Uh,
Outdoors.
Exactly. So it does positive things for you. So again, it doesn't necessarily have to be about the weight. It has to be about health and mindset. So that's what we're all about. Now, speaking of which, it segues me right into clientele for a second, but I do want to mention this. Those of you who have seen some of our videos in the past and even some of our ads know that we've got a phenomenal friend whose name is Carol Connors. Carol is just I already used the word phenomenal, but I'll say she's a phenomenon. She wrote all the Rocky music. She wrote the song to No, No Love, No, 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 You Still Love, Love You. If you remember that, I just botched it up. But that was an oldie, but very goodie. And it made her very famous along with Rocky. And this is the way that we met Anolan because Pat, our founder, is very close with Carol for years and years and years. Carol has brought us amazing people, and Anolan is a great example of that. So that's how we met. That's the story of that. But I wanted to segue and thank you, Carol, so much because we love you so much. Thank you for everything you do. Now we get to love Anolan too. So thank you.
Yes, I
So
love Carol. She's like my mentor. It's like whatever she says, I listen to her and
oh, she's a smart, savvy lady for certain. So tell us about, because we just started you on clientele. Now you've used little spits and spurts of it over the years, but we just started you in the whole clientele program for you. We designed it for you. So tell me what you're experiencing, what changes you've seen.
well, the first thing that I noticed is my face is cleaner. And I mean, I washed my face before and it was an oil base, but I love that it's a 2-step. Like when you asked me what's my favorite product, I think it was like because it's the first one that I used that to actually clean my skin and use it prior to washing my face with the antioxidant soy wash. I love the oil base and it's multi-purpose and you put a dab on your skin and it just it moisturizes your skin and it gets rid of all the dirt at the same time. So it's not like peeling away, and making your skin dry. It's nourishing your skin and cleaning it. And and then when I do the wash on top, it's like super clean. Like I don't think my face was that clean before, or I didn't feel like it was that clean.
Well, I have to tell you, first of all, I think you're so pretty anyway, but I definitely, we see my cat in the background. I definitely see a difference. Now, didn't you tell me that somebody said that your skin just glowed?
Yes. When I posted, they said, you're glowing. And I said, it's clientele. I
See,
mean,
and
I
now you,
also drink a gallon of water, but it's like
yes,
definitely what you put on your skin and like the whole treatment regimen. It's not just one thing.
exactly. Because I was just talking about that with somebody else just not more than a half an hour ago. And we talked about the fact that it's a combination of doing the right things for your face and your neck and your décolleté, obviously, and then doing the right things internally. And you know that clientele, because you're doing it now, was the first in 1982 to ever come out with internal care supplements that you take as well as what you use on your face. Because when you combine those two, and then you do some other things that Anolan talked about, like her exercise or just her positive mindset,
Mhm.
um, the results are dynamite. absolutely dynamite.
Yeah, I
So,
love all the vitamins. And I mean, I do affirmations every day. I have to, and I listen to hypnotic tapes because I have to wire my brain properly. So it's, you know, whatever you put into your mind, that's what you are going to attract into your world.
and I believe that 1,000,000%. And whatever you put into your body
Yes.
is also going to reflect on your skin, your hair, your nails, your immune system, your overall well-being. So it's such a combination of different things. But the Lotus Time Shield natural oils are what Anolan was speaking of. And, you know, I don't know if you know this about it because I don't think I told you. If you ever go to get a massage or you have somebody at home that's nice enough to massage you, it is an incredible massage oil. And it keeps the body skin so moist and so supple. It's got our integral ingredient, which is the lotus seed. And this is an exclusive patent for us. And the lotus seed has lived 1,288 approximate years. So the story is, Anolan, it was found in ancient China and ancient India. And at that time of Cleopatra and King Tut and all the pharaohs, they knew that it had some sort of mystical power. They thought it was mystical to
Wow.
actually defy aging. That seed, you can plant it now after 1,288 years and it will blossom into a lotus blossom.
Oh, I didn't know
So,
that.
yes, that's what you're using with everything in your clientele program. The lotus seed, it's a DNA repairing enzyme, which means our skin cells get very damaged from the environment, from the internal environment, which is what Anolan was just talking about, your diet, your sleep, your water pattern, your stress level. If you're a partier, you're out all night long, if you're drinking excessively, if you smoke or you're around a smoker, if you've got medical conditions or you take medications, that's all your internal damage. Your external is the sun and pollutants from the sun. The lotus will take that flat cell that's transpiring from all of that damage I just talked about and do this to it. It will actually create a brand new healthy cell, and it will prevent the new cells from being damaged. So you didn't even know that about that product. So I'm really excited that you talked about it. And now you know it can be a massage oil as well.
Yeah, I also love the lotus serum because I love anything that's going to moisturize and hydrate my skin. Now that I'm getting older, I feel like I need more of that. And I actually started paying more attention to that before. I mean, I grew up a tomboy. I grew up with two brothers and I'm not a girly girl, you know, but I guess being on TV has made me like, okay, I gotta like, if if somebody can't do my hair or makeup, I have to do it. I mean, I had to be ready for the cameras at 7 a.m. and makeup lady started at 10. So I had to figure it out.
Well, for somebody that was, quote unquote, a tomboy, you look like a girly girl to me because you take care of yourself. And plus, you could be a combo. You could be a tomboy and a girly girl one day, whatever it is, and just, whatever it is that makes you happy.
Yeah.
And that happiness just radiates out of you, which I absolutely love. And I know that even in the world of luxury that you're in, living in Beverly Hills, selling there and in Malibu and et cetera, you are so humble and, servicing other countries, you are so humble and you've got such integrity and just such a wonderful way of dealing with people and meeting people and networking people. And you've helped me a lot. I'm not a great savvy whiz on Instagram or Facebook and so forth. I'm not savvy. I'm trying to learn, but you're, way ahead of the game. And Nolan has helped me. And I'm so grateful to you that with everything that you have to do, you are so willing to help other people achieve.
Yeah, because I love it. Anything I love. And you know, and social media is the new advertising. And when I was 4 years old, I asked my mom, Mom, how do those commercials pop up on TV? That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to create commercials at 4 years old. It's like, how do they get on the screen? Who is doing those? So that's what I went to school for, and I worked at a big ad agency, and I created commercials, whether it's television, radio, print. I ran magazines, so it's like I love creating content. Now they call it creating content. I was doing it back then, but I just love that, and it's basically just talking to the consumer, and it's communicating a message. And I love people and marketing. I mean, it works with all the right elements, but now social media, and I have to tell you, I did resist Instagram at the beginning. I didn't even start my Instagram account. I had a travel company start my Instagram account, and they're like, we're flying you to Nicaragua. You're staying at this resort. There's like a horse ranch. So because of the horse thing, okay, I'll go. And so I was like, and then that year, 2 companies invited me to the same country. What are the chances of that? January, like the next year, an investment firm invites you and a travel company. It's like, well, that's
Oh my
where
gosh.
God wants me to be, is Nicaragua. I've never been there, but I'm open to it. I say yes to everything. I'll figure it out.
And
And
that's just,
just keep an open mind and know that you're going to be taken care of, like the little birds that fly in the sky. They don't know where they're going to eat or sleep, and God takes care of them. So why wouldn't He take care of us?
oh my gosh, that's an incredible thing to say. I love that.
Yeah.
Thank you for
Well,
saying
you have
that.
to have faith and
Yes,
believe. I think believing is very important. If like whatever you believe, that is what you will achieve.
that's another fantastic statement. Thank you for that. And, I want to say that a very blessed person, because I never use the word lucky, I use the word blessed. A very blessed person, because you talked about lotus time shield natural oils and also the lotus firming serum. If you DM me at Clientele Beauty, I am going to pick a winner and you are going to receive those, because those are
Wow, that's
two of
huge.
Anolan's favorites. And if you DM me also and you don't happen to win that, I will do something else special for you. So you'll get a sample of something phenomenal. But I always like to do that. And the founder of our company likes to do that because she's very philanthropic. You know Pat very
Yeah.
well. And we are givers, just like Anolan is. So that's why we get along so well. And Anolan, how, if people want property or they want to list their property and they want to do it here in this country or out of the country, how do we reach you?
Yes, you could reach me on my Instagram, Anolan Luxworld, and also the Beverly Hills Insider, or if not, my email, anolan.dragitsch@corcorangl.com, or anolan at luxworldtv.com. That might be easier to remember. Anolan at luxworldtv.com. But you'll find me on Instagram, Anolan Luxworld.
And
I'm
when
also
you,
on Facebook. I also resisted Facebook, but I get a lot of business from Facebook. I have a lot
well,
of friends there.
you do, she has a lot of friends because look at her. She makes friends like in an instant because she's so lovely and so loving. And that's what it's all about. It's just kindness, exudes from you. And I love that about you. She's so easy to know.
Well, I
So
like to have fun. I just, whatever I do, if I'm not having fun, I'm not doing it. It's like I just like to have fun. So I like to experience that. Like that's what inspires me, is being happy and enjoying myself. So when I host an event or do something or experience something with someone, I want to make it fun.
well, I think she does an incredible job. And please connect with Anolan. She gave you all the ways to do this. If you didn't hear it the first time, just replay us, okay? Because you'll hear it again. And also, you can connect with me again. DM me at Clientele Beauty on Instagram, or Sheryl at clientelebeauty.com. Or you can call us at our 800 number, 327-4660. I'm going to be very excited to give away exactly what Nolan just talked about. Our clientele, Lotus Time Shield Natural Oils and our Lotus Firming Serum, two of the most intensive products that we have with Lotus that you're going to love. So overall, what did Hollywood Jake say about clientele in your most recent
Oh,
video?
Jake said to stop horsing around and wear sunblock.
He did.
He was nodding his head.
So even Hollywood Jake said, you better start using clientele, stop horsing around. So with that, I'm just going to thank you so much for a phenomenal time with you today and getting to know you more and more. And everybody out there, please reach Anolan because you are not going to be sorry. There's so many wonderful things that she can do for you in Lux World. And also the Beverly Hills Insider, reach out to her, reach out to clientele. And next Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we've got another fabulous guest. I'm not going to tell you who it is, even though I already know. You've got to come join us. And always join me Tuesday nights for Clientele's Tuesday Tips, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Now, Anolan, you've got a show. How can people join you on your show?
They can reach out to me on Instagram on Thursdays at 1 o'clock. I do Lux World, all things ultra luxury real estate. And it does involve some lifestyle things because people don't just buy real estate, they buy a lifestyle.
Oh, that's wonderful.
We showcase the best of the best because I tell people I'm a very simple girl. I just like the best.
Well, I'm telling you, she's
It's
just
like
so
the best. People understand what's the best.
Exactly. She's so fun to know and so fun to learn
that.
from. What's that?
I'm not shy about saying that.
No. And so with that, everybody, you deserve the best of everything. Of everything. And that's what we want you to have. As corny as that sounds, and you may not believe me, oh, she's just saying that. No, this is coming from my heart, my soul. I want everybody to have blessings, and I know that Anolan does too. So we're going to say blessings to everyone. We're going to see you again another time very soon. Anolan, thank you so much, and have a blessed and amazing day.
Thank you. I'm so inspired by you, Sheryl. I mean, look at your skin. We didn't get to talk about your skin, but like, that's why I'm so like engaged in this because it really does work.
Thank you. 41 years of clientele. Thank you so much. See you soon, Anolan.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, everybody.